Hello friends, welcome to Prashant IAS. So friends, in the last class we were discussing about Council of Ministers, and from this class we will continue our discussion further. Now friends, let's suppose there's this black rectangle. This black rectangle is Council of Ministers, okay? And all these blue dots are ministers, okay? So as this entire body is Council of Ministers, so all three category of ministers are included in these blue dots, okay? So first of all, cabinet ministers are also included in this blue dot, then minister of state are also included in this blue dot, plus deputy ministers are also included in this blue dot. So friends, this black rectangle represents entire Council of Ministers, and these blue dots represent all the ministers, cabinet ministers as well as minister of states as well as deputy ministers. Now friends, I have told you in the last class that within COM there is a body known as cabinet, okay? So within COM there is a body known as cabinet, and this body cabinet consists of all the cabinet ministers. So let's suppose this body within this orange rectangle, okay? So with this body within this orange rectangle is the cabinet. So let's mark it as the cabinet. This is cabinet. And friends, all the blue dots, okay, all the blue dots inside this orange rectangle are cabinet ministers. So all these persons are cabinet ministers. Now friends, let's suppose that this minister, okay, this minister in red color, he is finance minister, okay? So let's suppose that this minister in red color is finance minister. Now friends, let's suppose that if a decision is to be taken regarding finance ministry, okay, so there is a decision is to be taken regarding finance ministry, okay, and this decision is to be taken regarding whom? Regarding finance ministry, okay? So means that decision may be related to money bill, that decision may be related to any finance bill or any other financial problem prevailing within the country. For example, today the budget is laid down in the parliament, okay? So budget is also a money bill, okay? So later on when we will discuss about budget, then I will tell you that budget is also a money bill, okay? So friends, let's suppose that there is a decision, and this decision is regarding finance ministry. Now friends, in the yesterday's class I told you that the decision is taken by cabinet, okay? Means all the decisions are taken by cabinet on behalf of Council of Ministers. All the decisions are taken by cabinet, all the policies are made by cabinet on behalf of Council of Ministers. And the decision taken by cabinet are also considered as the decision taken by Council of Minister. So if a decision is taken by cabinet, then it will be considered that this decision is taken by entire Council of Ministers, okay? Now friends, even though the decision is related to finance ministry, then also finance minister will only prepare the draft for that decision. Draft means a raw format, a raw decision, okay? So finance minister will only prepare the draft for that decision, and then all the ministers, all other cabinet ministers must get agreed to the draft of the finance ministry. So in other words, we can say that even though a decision is related to finance ministry, then also that decision is taken by all the cabinet ministers, okay? So even though a decision is related to a single ministry, then also that decision is taken by all the cabinet ministers, okay? So the support of all the cabinet ministers is needed for a decision. So here, for example, even though the decision is only related to finance ministry, but friends, then also the decision will be taken by all the cabinet ministers. Means the decision needs the support of all the cabinet ministers. Now friends, as we know that some cabinet ministers will definitely support this decision, okay? They will say that, okay, I am in the favor of finance minister. and some cabinet ministers will definitely oppose this decision. Okay, because definitely it is not possible that all people are agreeing to a decision in one instance. Okay, so definitely some will support the decision, some will oppose the decision. So friends, then debate will be conducted. Okay, then debate will be conducted and all the cabinet ministers will discuss on the issue. Okay, so all the cabinet ministers will discuss on that decision, that which provisions of this decision are good, which provisions of this decision are bad. Okay, so then all the cabinet ministers will discuss and do debate on this decision. All the cabinet ministers. Friends, again and again I am emphasizing on the word cabinet ministers. Why? Because all the decisions are practically taken by the cabinet. So now all the cabinet ministers will do debate and will discuss about this decision. Okay, and after the discussion is completed, after the debate is completed, so some other provisions will be added. Okay, so some other provisions will be added to this decision and some provisions will be definitely subtracted or will be removed from the decision. Okay, why? Because if some ministers are not agree with some provisions, then these provisions will be removed, and if some ministers want other provisions to be added, then these provisions will be added. And friends, once the discussion is completed, once the debate is completed, then no one can oppose the decision. Okay, then no one can oppose the decision. Then all the ministers should wholeheartedly support the decision. Then all the ministers, all the cabinet ministers should wholeheartedly support the decision. Means they are saying that okay, this decision is correct. So friends, that even though a decision is related to a single ministry, then also that decision is taken by all the cabinet ministers. Okay, and the decision taken by cabinet is considered as the decision taken by COM. Okay, so the decision taken by cabinet is considered as the decision taken by COM. That's why friends, it is said that all the decisions are collectively taken by Council of Ministers. Means if a decision is taken, okay, and even though the decision is related to one department, one ministry, then also it is said that the decision is taken by all the ministers. This decision is collectively taken by all the Council of Ministers. Why? Because actually the approval, the support of all the cabinet ministers is needed for any decision, and the decision taken by cabinet is considered as the decision taken by Council of Ministers. So any decision of the country is collectively taken. Please, I am again and again emphasizing the word collectively. Collectively means they all are taking the decision together. Nobody is disagree with the decision. All the ministers are agree with the decision. All the ministers are saying same thing. Okay, so any decision in the country is collectively taken by the Council of Ministers. Now friends, once a decision is collectively taken by the Council of Ministers, once a decision is collectively taken by the Council of Ministers, then that decision is presented to the Parliament. Okay, then this decision is presented to the Parliament. For example, let's suppose that this decision regarding finance ministry was related to a money bill. Okay, so means government was planning to introduce a money bill in the Parliament. So this decision regarding finance ministry was actually related to a money bill. Okay, so this decision was regarding a money bill, means the Council of Ministers or the government was planning to introduce a money bill in Parliament. Okay, now friends, all the ministers, okay, so all the ministers are actually agreed on the money bill. All the ministers are actually in the support of money bill. So now let's suppose this bill is presented in the Parliament. This bill is introduced in the Parliament. And friends, if this bill is defeated in the Parliament, okay, if this bill is defeated in the Parliament, sorry, here we will not say Parliament, here we will say Lok Sabha. Why? Because actually Lok Sabha has the power to punish the Council of Ministers. In the yesterday's class also, I have told you that Lok Sabha has the power to punish Council of Ministers, and Council of Ministers is actually responsible to Lok Sabha. Okay, so friends, let's suppose that this money bill, which is actually supported by all the ministers, now this money bill is presented to Lok Sabha. This money bill is introduced in Lok Sabha. And friends, let's suppose if this money bill is defeated in Lok Sabha, defeated in Lok Sabha means this money bill is not passed in Lok Sabha. Okay, so defeated means if this money bill is not passed in Lok Sabha, then it is not the defeat of only finance minister. Okay, this is not the defeat of only finance minister, this is the defeat of entire council of ministers. Okay, so if a major policy of the government is defeated in Lok Sabha, if a major decision, a major policy of the government is defeated in Lok Sabha, okay, then friends, it is not the defeat of the single minister, it is the defeat of the entire council of minister. So let's suppose in this example we have taken the example of money bill. Okay, now friends, the government introduced this money bill in Lok Sabha. Okay, and this money bill is defeated in Lok Sabha. Defeated in Lok Sabha means it is not passed by simple majority in Lok Sabha. It is not passed by Lok Sabha. Okay, now friends, if this money bill is not passed by Lok Sabha, then it is not the defeat of only finance minister. This is the defeat of entire council of ministers. Why? Because actually the decision was taken by entire council of ministers. So friends, now Lok Sabha will punish. Okay, so as I have told you that Lok Sabha can also punish the council of ministers. So now only finance minister will not be removed. Only finance minister will not be removed, but friends, the entire council of ministers will be removed. Means now the entire council of ministers will resign. Okay, so it means that the council of ministers is collectively responsible to Lok Sabha. Okay, the council of ministers is collectively responsible to Lok Sabha, means any decision taken by the council of ministers is considered as the collective decision of council of ministers. Means this decision was supported by all the members of council of minister. And if any major policy of the government, means any major policy of the council of ministers, okay, or for example if money bill is not passed by Lok Sabha, is defeated in Lok Sabha, then it is not the defeat of only concerned ministry, only one minister, it is the defeat of entire council of ministers. And so entire council of minister will be removed, and entire council of minister now has to give their resignation. So friends, on the basis of the above discussion, we can conclude that council of ministers is collectively responsible to Lok Sabha. Okay, so what we can conclude? We can conclude that the entire council of ministers is collectively responsible to Lok Sabha. Now this also means that entire council of ministers will stand together. Okay, so entire council of ministers will stand together, means when they have formed the government, they all will stand together, and when council of ministers will fall, then it will fall together. Okay, so council of ministers will stand together means when they are in the charge of ministry, when they have formed the government, then all the ministers will stand together, and when the government will fall, then all the ministers will have to resign, means all entire COM will be removed. Okay, so this means that council of ministers is collectively responsible to Lok Sabha. Okay, so not a single minister is responsible to Lok Sabha. So we cannot say that a single minister is responsible to Lok Sabha. We have to say that this entire body council of ministers, this entire body council of minister is collectively responsible to Lok Sabha. And when Lok Sabha will punish the council of minister, then Lok Sabha will not remove a single minister. Lok Sabha will remove entire council of ministers, and all ministers will be removed. Okay, so council of ministers stand together and they fall together. Now friends, then the question arises that what is the very purpose of introducing collective responsibility? Okay, so what is the purpose of the collective responsibility of COM to Lok Sabha? Okay, means why the collective responsibilities is okay, why ministers, why the entire COM is collectively responsible to Lok Sabha. So friends, now I will ask one question from you. Okay, so till now I have explained you the working of cabinet and about cabinet ministers, deputy ministers and ministers of state. Okay, so now my question is that why these ministers, okay, why all the decisions are taken by these cabinet ministers, or what is the purpose behind making the body known as cabinet. Okay, so what is the purpose behind making the body known as cabinet, and why these ministers, these cabinet ministers, take decision on behalf of entire COM. So friends, the answer to this question, first of all, I request you all to pause the video and think for the answer, okay, and then listen to the answer. So friends, the answer to this question is, as I have told you, the first thing is that the entire body Council of Ministers is a very big body. So it is not possible to have healthy discussion, to have healthy debate, and to take good decisions by including so many members in the decision making. Okay, so a compact body within Council of Ministers, a small body within Council of Ministers known as cabinet, takes all the decision on behalf of Council of Ministers. So this was the first reason which I have already told you. Now I will tell you other reasons also. So friends, in the last class I told you that cabinet ministers are rank 1 ministers. Okay, they are rank 1 minister, means they are most important ministers, most powerful ministers. Now what does it mean? It means that they are most intelligent ministers. Okay, they all are most intelligent ministers. They all are very prudent persons. Okay, so they all are very intelligent person, they all are very prudent person. Okay, and they also have a good experience in the decision making. Okay, so they are very intelligent, they are very prudent, and they all have very good experience in the field of decision making. Now friends, let's suppose that this is finance minister. Okay, so this person in the green circle, this is the finance minister of the country. Okay, now let's suppose every minister. Okay, now let's suppose a condition, if every minister is individually responsible to Lok Sabha. If every minister is individually responsible to Lok Sabha, means if a decision regarding the ministry of one minister, if a decision regarding finance ministry is defeated in Lok Sabha, then only finance minister will be removed by Lok Sabha. Okay, so let's suppose the condition when a single minister is responsible to Lok Sabha. Now what will happen in this condition? Okay, so now this may happen that this minister, okay, this minister can think that if I will give bad suggestions, then this minister will be removed. Okay, now let's suppose this minister is also the enemy of finance minister. This minister is also the enemy of finance minister. So he may also think that if I will give bad inputs, if I will give bad suggestions, and if decision is defeated in Lok Sabha, then he will be removed from Lok Sabha. Okay, and other ministers may also think that why to use our mind. Okay, why to do efforts, why to put efforts. Okay, he can take care of his own ministry. So in this way friends, what will happen, that country will get bad decisions. Why? Because here only one person is concerned about decision making. So country will get bad decisions, and if other persons will give their input, then they will give bad inputs. Okay, so now country will get bad decisions, and this can affect the administration and governance in the country. This can affect the life of the people of India. Okay, so this can affect the life of the people of India. And friends, now what is the current condition? So current condition is that all the ministers are collectively responsible to Lok Sabha. Means even if the decision of the finance ministry, even if the decision related to finance ministry is defeated in Lok Sabha, then the entire body COM will be removed by the Lok Sabha. So now all the ministers are concerned that if finance minister will be removed, then we will also be removed. Why? Because we will stand together and we will fall together. So now they will not take into consideration their enmity or their friendship. Now they have to take into consideration their own survival. So now they all will give very good inputs in the decision making. Why? Because if the decision is defeated in Lok Sabha, then all the ministers will have to resign. Okay, so now they all will give very good inputs in the decision making, and what country will get good decisions. So here our main purpose is not to ensure that any person is getting ministry or not. Here the main person is that the people of India should get good decisions. Okay, so this is very deep meaning, and when you will write this in mains, definitely you will fetch extra marks. Okay, so you will have an edge over other competitors and you will fetch extra marks. So this is very deep meaning, that that friends, the collective responsibility of council of ministers, the collective responsibility of the council of ministers ensures the good decision making in the country. Okay, so if all the ministers are collectively responsible, so now all these intelligent persons will give their good suggestions, and what country will get is good policy, good decisions. Now friends, I will give you one more reason for the collective responsibility of Council of Ministers toward Lok Sabha. Now friends, please see on the screen, let's suppose that this person, okay, this person in the black circle, he is the Railway Minister of India. Okay, so this person in the black circle is the Railway Minister of India. Now friends, let's suppose that government increased the fares in railway. Okay, so government increased the fares in rails. Okay, means government increased the charge, government increased the price of train travel. So government increased the fares in the rail. So for example, let's suppose if earlier the fare for traveling 100 kilometers was 70 rupees. So let's suppose now government increased the fare to 120 rupees. Okay, means if a person has to travel 100 kilometers by train earlier, then he has to pay 70 rupees. But now if a person has to travel 100 kilometers by train, then he has to pay 120 rupees. Now friends, there is a disclaimer that this example is hypothetical. Okay, so this example is hypothetical, means this example is imaginary. Okay, there is nothing related to reality. So I am just giving you this example so that you can understand this concept very easily. So let's suppose the government has increased the fare in rail. Okay, means now you have to pay more money for traveling through trains. Okay, now friends, definitely we know that if government will do this, then definitely the people will oppose this law. Okay, so these are the people. So people will definitely oppose. Why? Because people wants to reduce the charges and government is increasing the charges. Okay, nobody wants to pay more money, and definitely people are poor also. They cannot afford expensive train travels. That's why now let's suppose that people are opposing this decision. Okay, now people will tell their opinion to press. Okay, people will tell their opinion to media, and media is a mediator. So in the first class, in the I think second or third class, I told you that media is mediator. Means what media does? Media takes the opinion of people and media communicates the opinion of people to the government. Similarly, media tells people about the works of the government. Okay, so media is mediator. Now what people will do? People will go to media and people will say that sir, please decrease the charges. Government has done wrong by increasing the railway charges. Okay, and now government has to give answer to people. Okay, why? Because ultimately everyone is responsible to people. Ultimately Lok Sabha is also responsible to people. Okay, so now government has to give answer. Definitely people cannot do anything at this point of time, but in the next election these ministers and these members of Lok Sabha, they have to ask for vote from people only. So definitely now these ministers will have to give their answer to people. Now friends, let's suppose this is railway minister. So he is saying that government has done right. Okay, and he will tell the reasons for the increasing of fare. Okay, now let's suppose this is some another minister. Now this minister is saying that government has done wrong and government should not increase the charges. Okay, now let's suppose this minister is saying that government has done right. This is the right decision of the government and people should pay extra because railway is going in losses, and he will list many reasons for the increase of charges. Now suppose this minister is again saying that government has done wrong. Government should not do this. Government is not thinking of people. Okay, now again this minister is saying government has done right and this minister is saying government has done wrong. Now my very basic question is, who is government? Actually, you all are government, you all are ministers. So for the people of India, you are government. For you and me, you are government. Okay. So now friends, people will get super confused that what is the opinion of the government. Why? Because I have told you in the layman language, in the general language, Council of Ministers is government. For the people of India, Council of Ministers is government. Okay, so if anyone will ask you who is government, then you will definitely point towards the prime minister and the other ministers of India. So now what people will do, now people will get confused that what government wants to do. Okay, there is no clarity within the COM, there is no clarity within the ministers. Okay, and someone is saying that government has done right and someone is saying that government has done wrong. Means there is no clear cut opinion of council of ministers. Even there is a difference of opinion within ministers. Some ministers are opposing the decision of government and some ministers are supporting the decision of government. And who is government? Actually these all ministers are government, so actually they are opposing their own decision. Okay, so people will get super confused, and definitely now what should happen? Okay, and what happens currently? So friends, I have told you that council of ministers is collectively responsible to Lok Sabha. Now this implies that, let's suppose again this is railway minister. Okay, this is railway minister and government has increased the railway fare, government has increased the railway charges. So according to the current practice, according to the principle of the collective responsibility of council of minister towards Lok Sabha, so if friends, if the railway charges are increased, okay, and if any decision is taken by the government, then all ministers have to support this decision. Means now this minister will say that yes, government has done right, and he have to give the reason why government has done this. This minister will also say that government has done right. Means whether you are a cabinet minister, or you are a minister of state, or you are a minister of state independent charge, or you are a deputy minister. Okay, so if you are a member of council of ministers, then you have to support the decision of the government. Okay, so these cabinet ministers will also say that government has done right, these other ministers will also say that government has done right, and they all have to give the reason that these are the reasons why government has increased the charges. Okay, so now people will not get confused about the opinion of the government. Okay, and people will get the fair opinion of the government, means what government thinks. Okay, so we can say that there is homogeneity within council of ministers. So homogeneity means the orientation of entire council of ministers is same. Okay, all the ministers are supporting the decision. So if once a decision is taken by the council of ministers, then it is considered that this decision is taken by all the members of council of minister. Once a decision is taken by cabinet, then it is considered that all the members of council of ministers, whether they are cabinet ministers, deputy ministers, minister of state, or minister of independent charge, they all have taken that decision. Okay, it means that all the decisions are collectively taken by council of ministers. So this also ensures the homogeneity in the council of ministers. Homogeneity means all the ministers are thinking same. People will get clear cut orientation of the government, means what government thinks. Okay, so friends, if we have to conclude, then we can say that the purpose of collective responsibility is to ensure that every minister gives the best input in the decision making, and there is no confusion regarding the orientation of various ministers about an issue, which ensures there is a homogeneity within the council of ministers, and there is no dissent among the ministers once the decision is taken, which ensures the whole council of ministers goes in same direction, giving clarity to people about the orientation of government. Okay, so these are the reasons for the collective responsibility of council of ministers towards Lok Sabha. Okay, so if we have to revise, then let's summarize this. So the first thing is that all the ministers give their best input in the decision making. Okay, so the first aim of collective responsibility is that all the ministers, all the cabinet ministers give their best inputs in the decision making. The second aim of the collective responsibility is the orientation of council of ministers remains in same direction. The orientation of all the members of council of minister remains in same direction, means all the ministers are saying same thing. All the ministers are saying same thing, means there is a homogeneity within council of ministers, means all the members of council of ministers, or we can say that all the ministers are saying the same thing. So people do not get confused about the opinion of the members of the council of ministers. Okay, means people should have a clear cut idea about the opinion of entire council of ministers. So if all the ministers will say same thing, if all the ministers will say same thing, then people get clarity about the orientation of the government, okay, about the philosophy of the government, about the idea of the government. So all the ministers should say same thing, and when all the ministers should say same thing, then people will get clear cut idea, people will get clear cut idea about the thinking of the government. Okay, so the orientation of all the ministers should be in same direction. The orientation of all the ministers should be in same direction means all the ministers should say same thing. So this is the second purpose of collective responsibility of council of ministers towards Lok Sabha. So friends, that's all for today. In the next class, we will continue our discussion further. So if you have enjoyed the video and if you have understood all the concepts clearly, then please like the video, comment, share the channel, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon. I have uploaded the link of notes in the description of the video, and you can also directly download the notes from my website. Friends, after taking the class, please do not forget to read the notes. Okay, you can either read the notes on blog or you can also download them. I suggest you to read the notes on blog. Okay, so till then, take care of yourself. Thank you.